What's up, good people? Going happy Friday. Oh, Carla, you okay?
Blown away. We're all
Yep,
blown away.
blown away.
Yeah, man. In case you didn't know, the Sunsworn Wings of Vengeance mailing list is live. Go sign up for that immediately. Please do so. We got Pale Rider in the house. What's up, man? I think he wrote this before he went to shower and get his glitter on. Off. But yeah, he'll be joining us soon. Oh, Gargoyle's in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. Mogwai says, "Don't get banned." Yeah, I'll try. It's exceedingly difficult these days, and it's just going to get harder and harder.
Mhm.
So we'll see what happens.
That's what she said.
Warpath Gaming is here as well. Hey, my man. Good to see you. But yeah, we're going to have a few other guests on in a little bit, but we just wanted to talk about what's coming up with Wings of Vengeance before we do that. Like I said, the mailing list just went live, so check it out. Carla is, of course, the main artist on the main book. She's got a cover. She's doing the interiors, the colors. She's doing everything but writing the thing. And yeah, she's kicking ass as always. And Carla's got to be gone in a little bit, but I just wanted to make sure she was here for this, and then just have her on because we haven't seen her for a while, and also solve this controversy because it seems like every time somebody comes on and into the chat and sees a female on the stream and it's not Carla, they think it's Carla anyway. So I wanted to get Katie and Carla in one place, just so everybody knows that there's actually at least two females around here.
Carla, but you're still the number one, because I always get compared to you.
Why? That's mean. Don't compare people.
Because you're number one, girl, number one.
I kind of like that. So I won't pretend I don't.
I'm gonna say you're each other's alter ego.
Right? We're like how you call it, like when you have like a lot of subways, but they don't all are of the same company, but you have like a lot of stores of the same brand,
Franchise.
You're a franchise.
Kami Mark's here. What's up, man? Yeah, Kami Mark is going to be in the panel here in just a few.
Awesome.
But yeah. Just if you hear any kind of foreign accent, it doesn't automatically mean it's Carla. I just wanted to throw that out there, make sure everyone knows. Yeah. But Katie is also working on the Sunsworn Wings of Vengeance campaign. She's working on a spin-off book, actually, that will be attached to that, and it's gonna be bitchin'. Mogwai says, "Where's my Space Goat book read?" It's coming, my friend. It's coming. Don't you worry.
We should take a photo with Katie, attached to me, like symbolizing our work. Like she's like the book attached, and then the main book, and I'm like, yeah, come be attached, and we can be like two koalas loving each other. That we could sell a lot. We could make a calendar.
Wait a minute, is this Johnny Cage? What are you trying to do to me? What are you trying to do to me? He pulled the Avatar switch yesterday out of the blue. That was hard enough, and now we have this. Come on.
Oh, damn.
Well, okay, never mind. Let's get banned.
I suggest when Kami Mark comes on, he should have his name as Kami Carla, because he also has long hair and an accent.
That's true. You got a good point there.
Maybe they think that Carla is slang for person, and just that's a Carla, that's another Carla, that's a communist Carla.
I will fix this. That's better.
There you go, Slavic Carla.
I love it.
Problem solved.
Good. Damn. Nailed it.
Totally nailed it. But yeah, there's not a ton of things to see on a mailing list page, but I just figured I'd throw it up there anyway. This is Carla's cover that she did. There's a rumor in the works that Vinny might also be working on a cover for this at some point. Mm-hmm. So yeah, check that out. Katie's been doing these awesome character sheets too, which will be a part of the campaign. And just throw on some of her storyboards down here so you can check out what she's doing. But yeah, man, this thing's gonna be bitching. I got a great team on it, and I'm just thrilled. I'm so thrilled. I'll just leave it there since we do, in fact, have two females on the panel. But yeah, go sign up for that, and I'm going to send the link out to these other guys. But while I'm doing that, Carla, I'm sure you would like to pitch Witch Hunter again, because I know pitching books is your favorite thing to do ever
And it's the
in
thing I
life.
can do better than everything. Okay,
Right.
we haven't been pitching Witch Hunter well for a good time because, well, we kind of had our baby, right? And I've been practically being a walking TT all these days.
Oh,
Not as much as a manga artist, but more like a walking TT. But I am just gonna try to pitch this thing.
a walking titty.
Yeah, that's what I am to my baby right now, which is okay. It's okay. Like that's kind of expected. Um, but yeah, slowly we want to like return to like streaming and promoting again. We're not done with Witch Hunter yet. The goal for this campaign is 10K. We have been promoting it like the first month, and then the second month, like I was dead. In figuratively, not really dead. I'm here. I know I'm pale, but I'm not a
You're not dead pale.
and I'm not pale rider either. Anyway,
Carla, change your name. Spanish Pale Rider.
Spanish, call me Carla. Latin pale rider. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that we're not done yet with Witch Hunter. Now it's in demand. We're gonna return to promote this more, but I should start now. I tried.
Definitely. It's never too early or too late.
Yeah. We're what? We are $49 from 6K. So it would be very fortunate that somebody backed this book today. I'm just saying, I'm not forcing anybody to do it. I'm just saying it would be very fortunate. Okay. I'm just gonna leave it like that. This is this is a book with, well, there's two covers, and every different cover means a different ending for this story. The alternate cover is made by this very skilled Italian man below here, called. It starts with V and finishes with Ini Tartamella, and he.
Carla, when you started pointing, I had this up, so you were pointing at walking titty. So you're kind of referring to Vinny as a walking titty.
He kind of is.
How many nicknames am I gonna get?
The walking titty.
All of
I got
them.
so many.
All of them.
Well, I just thought of something very, very wrong, which is to be a walking titty, you have to provide milk, but I prefer not to enter in details.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody decides if you want to be a walking titty or not. I'm just saying.
Probably don't want to start talking about Vinny and milking.
Yeah, no, man, it's going to be better. If
And I think that would make Vinny uncomfortable, too.
I'm fine with it. I'm leaving those jokes for Pale Rider though when he comes back from his glitter and coconut shower.
Damn. Anyway, I'm trying to sell a book. Not to talk about.
Sell it, Carla.
Okay. Please buy it, people. Please buy it if you haven't. That's my message to all of you. We're gonna be working on this more. Well, we are like, I think that 2 pages away from finishing like the book. 2 pages, okay?
Beautiful. Wow.
2. So I only have to color, and it's done. So yeah, you're gonna have this book very soon. If you haven't gotten it yet, get it. And maybe you got it and you wanna give it to somebody, you can get it again, right?
Mhm.
Oh,
That's right.
hey, Sophia! It's a floating Sophia there. That was John.
That was awesome.
He wasn't actually floating, right?
Thanks, Carla.
Carla,
You
you,
ruined the
you,
magic.
Here's the baby, back the book.
right?
Use her for marketing.
Carla. Yeah, we're talking about marketing. You have a book called Witch Hunter. Don't ruin the illusion. You have a magical baby.
Yeah,
Right?
and you perform witchcraft.
The witch, John is actually making witchcraft. It's the dark magic that Apollo is always talking about,
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he's like, baby, float to the stream, show your
It's a
power.
Twilight baby.
You saw what?
Twilight baby.
What's that?
Does he always loves his Twilight women?
Oh, it's a Twilight baby. No, she's not a Twilight baby.
There you go. Johnny Cage says, I choose to believe she was floating.
Johnny Cage believed she was floating.
She's floating.
As do we all.
Well, she's still floating there.
It's magic.
I'm pooping in the air. There it is. I'm pooping in the air. Okay, anyway, back Witch Hunter.
And I'd like to point out Carla got through that entire spiel without saying or referring to anything as shit one time.
Right.
I'm a mother, right? Okay. So,
Oh, so that changes everything.
yes, I need
Absolutely.
appropriate vocabulary for a mother. I don't say bad words in front of the baby, okay? I just say back Witch Hunter.
But you just said that she doesn't understand you.
Well, but maybe when she starts understanding, I don't want her to accidentally start understanding me when I'm saying bad things. Okay.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So
So let's get an expert in here on this. Kami Mark,
hey,
what-
Kami Mark. Oh,
what do
Kami
you
Mark.
what do you make of this conversation, Kami Carla?
Oh, hello. I wasn't even listening. I was reading something. Hello. Well,
I look great with beard and mustache. Damn.
Mimi, change your name, please.
Oh, I appreciate
Italian
beard.
Carla.
I like
told-
beard too. Nice.
I told you, people are gonna get confused. The long hair, the accent. Kami Carla, here we are.
And the huge Bolshevik flag behind is something I always have, so very easy to confuse me. But that's good. That's good. At least Kami Carla has great taste in books. Look at that.
yeah,
That's
definitely.
That's very true.
And well done, Carla, on the success of Witch Hunter. Like, it's really good. It's like your third book now, isn't it? Like, in a row, smashing it. Like, I love seeing people who are more steps ahead on the journey, innit? Because I know I just got to step in your footprints. Like, it's easy, like, to follow those people, innit? You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Good
I know.
work.
I'm
Excellent.
feeling you, Kami Carla. It's just like right wing Carla.
No.
No, Mimi, Italian Carla.
Italian Carla. That's true, Johnny Cage. I'm always covered in shit. I say the word. I say the word. You win, okay? You win. I was referring to it as spicy curry or as mango sorbet, or things like that. You know that? Okay, you win.
No.
I'm ruining food for Katie, but that's okay because she has cranolki there, so she's all good. So anyway, have you backed yet, Witch Hunter people? Because what the fuck? Sorry.
There's that motherly
You're
advice
killing it,
again.
Carla. Killing it.
Have you backed it yet, motherfuckers?
I try to be a good mother, but sometimes it just doesn't come through, you know. Sometimes the vocabulary is not appropriate, but
Right.
I'm still trying, okay? So please, very politely ask you to back Witch Hunter and back the two
Please
versions of it because it has great art, two different endings, two different covers, a bonus anime style short story in the end, and
Floating babies.
floating babies
Yes.
covered in mango sorbet, and a lot of little surprise we're gonna be adding. Okay, so yeah, back it. Help us promote, please, if you will. Thank you very much.
Beautiful.
And I'm being very polite and very very real. You know, I'm not faking this passiveness and politeness at all. I feel very comfortable being like this. I don't have like very bad words in the tip
We
of
can
my tongue, right?
see it. We can
Yes,
see it.
we can see you struggling.
Like I don't have the need to say bad words at all. It feels so good to be such a high class mother like me.
Nice.
Understood.
This just in, Carla messaged me before saying that she loves doing pitches and she's going to pitch all of our books now.
And I'm
Oh,
so
thank you,
good
Carla.
at pitching books. I am so good. That's my number one talent. I am so convincing. So
Yeah,
please.
Carla, do Vinny's next.
Well, I already did this last time, and he wants more. He came back for more. He wants more of my very, very smart promoting. So I don't know if I have the ability to do it.
I don't think we should push the luck because Carol might end up actually starting promoting in a way back that shit.
Right.
That's very true.
I
I get it.
remember one time it was like, "This is my book. Back this shit. Thank you. Bye."
That was a memorable promoting.
No, I didn't want to overcrowd the panel right away, but I feel really bad watching these guys sit down here. So I'm bringing in Mike Murphy and John. What's up, man? What's up, guys? How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Hey guys.
Yeah, what
What's up?
Hello.
It's just painful watching you guys down there in the back room, and I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah, we're just me and Mike are just hanging out in the back, like the kids, the loser kids. We're like, hey,
Nah,
but hey, you know what? I didn't even know. I did back, and Carly didn't even cuss me out to make me do it.
Do you feel like you got ripped off, John?
Yeah, I'm like, you didn't even cuss me out. I should have waited.
But John, it's too late now. Now I am a mother, so I am polite. I am very high class now. Look at my finger.
Even though I was in the back, I heard
Look
everything.
at my finger. It's erect like this, like high class people. I cannot put it down. Like it goes straight down. Like I cannot fold it anymore. It's hard to do. Now I am high class.
Not that I know, because I don't hang around with high class folks, but my understanding is high class folks, they cuss as much as the rest of us.
John just took shots at all of us.
Maybe
That's
they weren't
okay.
high
I'm
class
just saying, I
enough.
don't know.
Maybe they weren't high enough. Anyway, thank you.
Language, Carlo. Language.
Exactly. That's the trick.
Really
Thank
good.
you, everybody, and thank you, Red, for the space to promote Witch Hunter with these very, very fine fellows here.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you, Carla, for everything you do.
I must go continue being a walking titty to my baby. So thank you, everybody. Love you all so much. Please back Witch Hunter and see you in the next time.
We love
Bye,
you, Carla.
Love you all. Bye.
Bye-bye, Carla.
How are we going to top that?
Seriously,
I don't
man.
know. What I'm
All
going
right,
to do is I'm
It
going
goes
to
over later.
put it on Kami Carla's shoulders to top that.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. First of all, my first question is how. I think you took it rather well, but are you hurting inside from having to pass the crown for highest funding comic in 2021 to Vinny?
I knew that it was going to happen inevitably, and like there was no way I was going to hold the crown for the entire year. But I genuinely expected somebody else to pull the same stunt. I thought someone on the East Coast would like drop their book at midnight on the 1st, but nobody did. I only expected to hold it for the 5-hour time advantage like that I have in the UK. I thought I'd sell one and hold it for 5 hours. But I held it for 3 days, which is pretty sweet. Like, I'm delighted. Like, it's way better than I expected.
You're
Pretty
welcome.
3-day champ, man. People. That's not bad. That's not bad. I've never held that title. I'm envious.
There's only about maybe 12 people who can ever say they've been holding on to
Take
that
it on the
record.
bright side. Yeah, you lasted for 3 days.
Yeah, this 1% of the year, that is. Like, that's an incredible achievement.
It was amazing. I was unaware of it too because he tagged me in something. I was like, "What's this?" And he's like, "Here, Vinny, you have the crown now." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Let me put it next to my other crown and scepter."
Oh, listen to this guy.
I sent him one of those "Hey King, you dropped this" memes, and it like because he took the crown off me. Don Chin actually launched before Vinny, and I assumed that Don Chin was going to beat me, but he's still lagging behind me a little bit, which I feel proud of because he's like an actual professional, like with a known IP and stuff. So
Really? I never heard of him. I heard of Kami Mark though. Hell, brother.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How you
That's what
been,
I'm
man? It's
talking
been a
about.
while.
Yeah, I haven't seen you since I was last like on the circuit, and it when I was taking best career around, which made $5,000 in the end. Like, and that book didn't make any sense. Like, it should never have worked. Like, it had no artwork. It was, but it was incredible. Like, it sold real well. So yeah, I've been really good. I've been doing all my CG UK stuff. I'm sure you've noticed, like in the last year, like we're almost a force to be reckoned with or something. I don't know. Yeah. So the long answer is I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty well. Does it stoke you to see communism really taking hold of America in force?
Oh, I don't.
I know it's a hot button issue.
Yeah. It's very entertaining. Like from the moment that Trump stepped on that escalator in like 2015 or whatever, like I've just been transfixed watching it. It's a great series.
Well, let's talk about not Daredevil a little bit. You kind of gone outside the box here with this one, and this is kind of how you entered CG to begin with.
Yeah, so I had a version of this that was given away as a free PDF on it. So I know that Carla and Miriam, like both people who do free web comic things and it like as a way to get in, to get people reading. And I'm like a big champion of that. I truly believe it works. Like I'm demonstrating that now because I gave away all these books and now people know who I am because of that. So it works.
But you're $1 away from 2,500.
Yeah, just $1.
Just $1.
And
Let me refresh that just to make sure.
I was gonna say the next stretch goal is at 2,500 as well. Like, so it's $1 away, if that is correct.
Well, there you go. You got that $1 and two more.
Nice. Someone tipped us over. That means that everyone's going to get a free sticker and a free print with the campaign as well. With their packages.
Beautiful.
Fantastic.
So what's involved here? I know you got. I've read through your campaign page. You have a lot of history and lore on here as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of context. Like, so this is the first part. This is me and it obviously doing a revolution. And so there's this company, Lev Gleason Publications, that was like the biggest company in the golden age, like rivaling DC. This is before Marvel and Timely even existed or whatever. And the guy who ran it was suspected of being a communist by the FBI. And McCarthyism and stuff was going on at the time, and the company got shut down. And all of the characters got leaked into the public domain or whatever. So I'm going back in to kick down the doors, and restart the company from scratch, but using the same artwork that they did. I'm not even doing any new art. Well, that's not true. This is a new cover. This is painted by my friend Jim. Love Pigeon. He's got this book, Doomsday Kingdom. If people don't know what that is, you should. It's really good. Yeah, that's a hand painted cover of Not Daredevil versus the Ku Klux Klan.
So I see he's just getting stabbed left and right there.
Yeah, he don't care. He's drunk, and look how happy he is. Because he's Australian, so he drinks a lot and he says bloody and mate a lot. That's basically the extent of how Australian he is. All you have to do to write an Australian accent is use the words bloody and mate in every other sentence.
Yeah, I noticed. I was reading some of the dialogue here as well, and you really took on that Australian accent and a lot of the the quirky things Australians say. I see showing up here as well.
Yeah. I actually did extensive research, looking for phrases and that I could, make a joke out of. There's an entire page that just mocks Australian place names because they're all ridiculous. So this is the splash page or whatever for the first story in Not Dead versus the Ku Klux Klan, where he fights the Ku Klux Klan. They're trying to do a coup d'etat of the White House, and he's got to stop them. They've got an evil conspiracy to overthrow the president using gender and race swapping technology, because it's a reboot, and that's one of the things that always happens with reboots. Characters get like gender or race swapped. So in this, the villains are the ones who've got like the technology to do that as part of the plot, because it mocks reboots as well.
It's happening right now. Your story.
Yeah. Well, I said that in a tweet the
true.
other day. Like when I did Best Career, they rushed Kim Jong Un to hospital and no one saw him for like 4 months or something. And I thought that I'd killed him with my book. Well, I launched this book, and then 2 days later, like the Capitol's like full of all dudes and that with flags, with Southern flags and everything. It's
County
incredible.
Mark, he's responsible for all of it.
Didn't you have a tier on that campaign to toss your books over the wall?
It was something that I was threatening to do, and but I'm glad that I didn't have to do it because I would be dead. I'm definitely 100% on a list in North Korea. I'll never be able to go there, and they will kill me if I do.
Great.
I probably couldn't even get into China, because there's some stuff that happens with China and Kim Il Sung. You'll have to read it.
Shit.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming your actual given name is not Kami Mark, so you might be able
Kami
to.
Kala.
It's Kami Carl, right?
Clearly.
You might be able to make your way inside at some point in life. I mean, if you wanted to, like, I'm not sure why you would want to.
For that bucket list, that's the only reason.
To cross that wall.
I would,
Mm.
maybe
So, yeah.
if I was wearing a pair of patented Kami Mark KGB X-ray spectacles, I might be able to sneak past the guards.
There you go. You'd fool them all.
Yeah, so I noticed lots of people put a toy on their campaign, and it's a thing. And I just thought, what better toy than some X-ray spectacles, because it's the most golden age thing. And the book will have adverts for the X-ray specs inside, so it's all part of the meta, and I'm doing a really layered
Combining the old with the
performance.
new.
Yeah.
Nice boomerang there. So I mean, that's really it. I mean, like Captain Boomerang, not Daredevil. I mean, that's how they represent. You got to have a boomerang.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's a good weapon in that, if you throw it, it comes back to you.
That can be dangerous.
That only happens if you miss. Like if you throw it and it hits a bad guy,
Mhm.
it's just gonna drop to the floor with him in it, and then you haven't got your boomerang anymore. The whole point of it coming back is defeated.
You should tie a string to the end of it.
You're not using comic law there though, like
Yeah.
comic physics.
So if it comes back, don't catch it. Just avoid it. Or you lose your fingers. Wasn't that like a Mad Max thing where the kid tried to catch? I think it was a boomerang, dropped off his finger.
Yeah, wasn't it? That rings a bell.
So you got a genuine communist coin here with purchase.
Yeah, get a free communist coin. Most likely from the Soviet Union. It's just a random bag of communist coins in it. You get one. This was purely so I could make that joke underneath that says, warning, keep away from mayonnaise. Because
Gotcha.
that's famously what Comic Book Hut did, and it dipped his ribbit coins in mayonnaise and then complained that they weren't mayonnaise proof.
Yeah, who came up with the mayonnaise? I wonder. Or I wonder if there was another accident with a similar substance to mayonnaise that triggered the idea.
I was saying this before. I assume that he sat down and he turned on his camera and he was like, "Hi guys, it's me, Comic Book Hut," and he gave his little speech thing, and then he's like, "We've got the coin. I'm gonna spray it with a load of hairspray." And he does that, and nothing happens. And he's like, "Damn!" So then he presses record again, and he's like, "Hi, it's me, comic book cat." We're gonna try smothering it in jelly next, like until he just found something that finally had an effect.
Some interesting characters around.
Yep.
So you have a spin-off book attached to this as well, right? It's the main book as well as a spin-off, correct?
Well, it's the main book and an origin book as well. So there's two separate books. The main book, not that I've read, has three variant covers. This is the first one, which is an homage to Eric Larson's Savage Dragon 161, where the Savage Dragon fights Daredevil. Like, that's the time that Eric Larson tried to reboot this character, and only made, what does that say, $19,400,
Yeah.
which, while is an unrealistic stretch for me to imagine, there are CG books that beat that all the time, every
yeah.
year.
I think you should make that your real goal.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, but we're taking it slow, ain't we? It's a long game. We've got lots of bait laid out here to like waft in front of people's faces. It needs to be organized. We've got to do the revolution correctly for it to work the best.
Of course. Decades.
So yeah, that's the Eric Larson variant, like because he's one of the people who tried to reboot it. The other people that tried to reboot it is Dynamite, and it, like with the Death Defying Devil series, and there you go, Gail Simone's Death Defying Devil Volume 2, number 1, only made $36,300 with its range of variant covers, and Dynamite are famous for their range of variant covers. They were doing all those Vampirella CG covers like a year ago, but those don't exist anymore. So this is going to be like the last one, isn't it? Like, so get yourself a sexy lesbian, not Daredevil vampire cover. Like,
Is that a lesbian though? Because it kind of looks like a man.
Kind of more like I'm trans.
you bigots. You absolute bigots.
Wait a minute. I spent all of Tuesday with you, and I thought we covered it. That is a trans lesbian vampire.
It's up to the observer to like absorb the art however they want.
Absorb it, guys. Let it sink in.
It's sinking in too much.
Katie, give us a female perspective here. Does that look like a woman to you?
All right, let me see. Okay, I start from the bottom. I see heels,
Check.
and that's all.
I think from the hips down, it's a woman, but from the hips up, it's a man.
No way. From the hips down, there's no way that's like. Can you see those calves? Can you see those?
It's the he goes to the gym. She goes to the gym.
See, I'm imagining this hand over here just reaching out, kind of looking around and just going right back down under the ear.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm staying down. I'm staying here.
I can actually see one of those heels piercing through the hand.
Listen, I believe the correct pronoun is the Prince symbol.
The more important question here is she semi-bisexual?
I'm going to say yes.
Whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Bill Ryder.
Yeah. just the tip.
Hey, Liam.
What's up, Liam? How you doing, man?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anybody in the chat, if you have an opinion on the gender of this,
Yeah,
this
keep it to
creature,
yourself.
you can just throw it out there. That's one sexy cover, I gotta say.
Yeah, so this is issue 0, if you will, in it. Like, this is a bonus comic that you can also get with the with not Daredevil issue 1, but they don't have issue numbers. because they've all got titles in it. Like, I don't want to have like a big list, whatever. Like, this is the zero issue, the origin. It tells the origin story. One thing that's annoying is when you get a book and it's just an origin story. Like, you kind of sometimes want the character to already be the character, so you can just see what the adventures are like. So it's just a bonus thing you can get. This is the book that I gave away for free, the 1,000 copies or whatever. So a lot of people have already read this. It's remastered from that free version, but it's barely changed. You know, it's just lettered better and stuff like that. So it's cheaper. It's a couple of dollars less for that
I
reason.
gotcha. Yeah, those were quite entertaining.
Yeah,
and here we go. Here it is. The exposure of not Daredevil as a hardcore Australian. Drongo. Maybe, I don't know, Liam can probably help us out with this. Drongo, has anyone heard that before? I hang out with a lot of Australians. I've not heard that.
I think it might be like one of those things that you would say instead of swearing. Like, you know how
Like dingbat?
yeah, or I'm thinking of crikey. Like, crikey's a thing like that, isn't it?
Yeah. You gotta say it right though. Crikey.
Oh yeah, that is Australian as well. So
Oh, you got the 6 a.m. stickers?
yeah, that's the stretch goal that we've just passed, in it? Well, like
Nice.
$2 or whatever. So it's a free 6 a.m. sticker. That one, it looks cool. If you've got lots of 6 a.m. stickers, then there's
Okay.
another one. Get another one.
Liam's clarifying. It means silly bugger.
Oh.
It's kind of a bird. Power Rider says, would anyone on the panel eat those edible undies of the character to sell 100K copies?
Oh, no, I'm good.
I'm going to pass on that.
I'm full already.
I would. Like, 100,000 copies would be like over £1 million, and like, I think I would. Oh, I'm going to add it as a tier.
There you go.
So what do you? Wait a minute. That brings up more questions. What would you call that tier? Well, lesbian undies, transgender fluid. What other word do you want to
Obviously,
inject?
The keyword is edible.
Edible.
The yummy tier.
The yummy tier. He says.
Tommy Mark would call that dessert.
Yeah, delicious.
I'm sure he would for 100K copies. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I could fucking do anything, couldn't I? Like, it'd be incredible. But then people would always say, "You're that guy who ate them pants," and then I'd say, "Yeah, but here's my $1 bills."
That's right. As you cry into your pile of money, yeah, go for it.
Give him the Scrooge McDuck treatment.
Yeah.
So right there, that's the cover for Origins, and then the 3 variants for the main book, and underneath that is the 3 prints. The first one's been unlocked already, and the one on the left. If you scroll down a little further, like, you can see a full-size version rather than that one. That's it, by Dax Martian, who's obviously like really great artist. So everyone's getting one of those now. That's great. That's unlocked.
Nice.
Go
That is
team.
great. Here's that boomerang.
Yeah. I really like the noose in this. Like, and it makes me think, why isn't it already a character with a noose lasso? Maybe give him a double-headed axe, some executioner character or something. Why not? There's an idea in there.
Well,
There is
Power
a-
Rider is ready and willing.
There's a DC character called Hangman already.
Oh, does he do that?
Yeah, but I think the thing was he was hung. So he
Oh,
was
yeah.
hung. He was
What
hung
was
by
his
the clock.
powers?
Yeah. So I guess it didn't stick.
It's a good superpower.
Hangings don't work.
Hey, never say panties don't work. What's up, Blanca? Good to see you.
Oh boy.
So yeah, check out Not Daredevil. Kami Mark is, I would say, a comedic genius. So this is probably one you're not going to want to miss. Yeah, man, you come up with some really funny shit, and you're just entertaining to have around. And I mean, like, yeah, when you first, yeah, I mean, you came in kicking down the door with those Not Daredevil clips that you were posting, and yeah, man, absolutely, get on board with this immediately. We'll refresh you one more time. Just you never know. I'm still that $2 over. What's your next stretch goal, Mark? Carla, I'm
so-
sorry.
Is that so when we get to $5,000, which is the amount that Best Career made, when we get to that, so the books are currently 30 pages each, and I'll be expanding them to add more of the characters from the universe from this same publisher. So in the one that I gave away for free, there was a backup story in the back featuring this character, the Silver Streak, like, and his not gay boyfriend. And like, so that will be one of the books that, like, I'll add into the back of one of them. I'm going to blow them up in it, basically. And the more tiers the more stretch goals we pass, like, the thicker the book's going to get, because that from the feedback of customers, that's what they want, and it, like, more than getting a calendar or something with their campaign, like, they want thicker books. So that's what I'm gonna offer. Put more stories in.
Cool. Dark Gifts in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. Liam wants to know how much to get a name on those tombstones.
That is a fucking excellent idea. Let me write that down.
Liam's full of them. So I'm going to take this down, bring it back up, and play the trailer. Why are you laughing about that, Mark? But we're all about to find out.
Liam, are you full of it?
It's full of ideas.
That's right.
Not Daredevil's got everything you want from a comic book. It's got great drawings, colors, great story. It's got action, a little romance, and it's about something. Whoa.
And there you have it. Yeah, check that.
I always worry that people think that I'm doing like a serious video in it. Like, everything's a mockery of something else, like on the campaign. And that's the speech that Keanu Reeves gave, like in his Berserker pitch, like with those exact words. Apart from he said, "Berserker's got everything you want from a comic book." Like, and his book made $1.5 million with that piece of shit as a trailer. So I thought I'd see if it works again.
Well, I certainly hope so. Pat Ryder says they want them thicker. That's what she said. Often. Wookiee Supremacy's in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. He says, get with the gays agenda, you filthy bigots. We were just called bigots earlier. You missed it.
Yep.
But John, let's skip on to you and talk a little bit about Magna, the Last Pantheon.
Oh man. All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. Why don't we begin with the trailer this time? Actually, I'll just take that down and bring it back up.
I don't know. After Kami Marks, I feel like I shouldn't show my trailer.
It's not grand enough?
Yeah, I feel I've been put to shame. It's the problem.
Well, we'll see. We'll let Pale Rider be the judge.
Welcome to Tree City, Idaho. The year is 1942. Spring is in the air, but times are tense as the world finds itself at war. While high school senior Kari Skogsholm finds her provincial life unfulfilling, her parents are eager to keep their lives and, most importantly, their extraordinary daughter under the radar as long as they can. But time is not on their side. They prepare to flee to protect Kari, but something within her compels her to stay and take a stand. It's time to learn truths that have been kept from her, be it out of love or fear or something else. It's time to answer the calling upon her life, whatever that may be. So her journey begins, and things would never be the same. But Kari's story finds its roots millennia prior. The men of renown, known as the sons of God, and the daughters of men in the first and second heavens, joined with raised arms one last time, combining all the power that they had to command. In the heavens, above the world, the last stand of these mighty men was also the last appearance of the agents of destruction, until their reemergence in 1942. Kari must learn the truth about herself, determine the end game of these supernatural agents of destruction, and how to stop them before all is lost.
And that's it.
That's it. All right, man. Looks like you got a lot going on in this book.
Yeah, I love mashups. That's the power of comics. You know, you can, the constraint is your imagination, and of course the page rates. So you can go anywhere and everywhere, in short order. And we do that here in this book.
Hell yeah, you're cruising along so far. Not too far away from 7K. What kind of stretch goals are we looking at?
So as you can see, I don't really have any mapped out there for the book so far. In terms of just production costs, the book's already produced, so I already kind of paid for the production of the book up front, and I was, with the campaign, just trying to see, is there a market for this, and am I going to be making more? So now that I see there is a market, I think like Mark said it, at the end of the day, people just want it thicker. So
as you said, thicker. Power Rider says that's one pick looked like a Vinny butt.
hey, that's a compliment.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's an awesome company. So I mean, right now my intention is to get the book in everybody's hands by the end of this quarter. So that's the only thing that's kind of pushing me away from adding any more art and story, because it would push out the delivery time. I'm still trying to figure this whole game out myself. I'm like, I kind of want to put some stretch goals in there, but I'm like, am I going to be providing people things that they actually want? So I've had some ideas for some stuff, and I know that people love, like the cards and things like that. So maybe something like that I'll add. Maybe if we reach 7K.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it's been my observation that trading cards and prints are the two best add-on sort of things that you can add to get the most reaction. The prints, because people can keep them like with the book and it like in the same bag and board that it came with, and then they might have a separate trading card thing. But I don't know about you guys, I don't have a bookmark collection. Like it's not I don't have a place in my house where I know that's where I keep the bookmarks. Like it's not a thing. I don't know. Like well, I'm just talking. Carry on. Tell us more.
So so basically you're saying you're not feeling the bookmarks. You're not a fan of the bookmarks.
Yeah, I guess I am saying that.
Fair enough. No, I appreciate hearing that.
No, and that's always a good topic for conversation. Like what different people consider good stretch goals, and then just what you might consider a throwaway, something you'll never use or look at. That's definitely a conversation worth having, I think.
Yeah,
because John, you've been on Fans Hour before, haven't you? Like people come and show me the campaigns, and just based on the audience reaction, like and what I see, people want bigger books. That's the main thing that they want in it. Like but because you've got a full story, it's hard to add put extra things into it, innit?
Yeah, and I could do that, but I wouldn't be able to hit that March date. You know,
No, yeah.
and I wanna try and honor that to the best of my ability.
Yeah, that's something to look at too. Every time you add pages or even just art to a book, that's more time.
Yeah, yeah. And if you're adding pages, I mean, you gotta add enough to make it make sense. You know, and make it worth people's while as well too. So this is all good stuff, and I love hearing people's takes on it because I'm honestly, man, I'm trying to figure this out myself. You know, the best way to structure and the best way to run the campaign. So I probably did the thing that you shouldn't do. I just don't have stretch goals up there because I didn't know what the world to do. Probably not the way to do it.
Well, it hasn't exactly hurt it, you, has it? Like, you made like nearly 7K already. Like, you smashing it.
Oh, appreciate that.
Yeah, I'd say you're doing all right. And I know there's a lot of people
You're
do
doing
just
great,
add stretch goals later as well. So I don't think that's something that's really going to harm you, not putting them up there immediately. Because, I mean, that might actually help you because then you're not locking yourself into something that people might not want, right?
No, I hear you.
That's a good point.
So this is wanted to show some of the interior pages as well, just so that people could see that the book really is done. You know, all levels of production of the book are done. Just able to work with some great folks, you know, as a writer and as a creator. You know, the process, you know, when you get to work with artists that catch the vision, that's when it gets really fun. You know, and then it becomes a real iterative process because, you know, the penciler started bringing new elements to the, you know, to what I designed and written up, and then that kind of takes you back to the script, and then, you know, as the layers, you know, as the colors, and then even once the letters are put on there, you kind of see how the letters look, and got to do some modifications as well as that, you know, with that in the scripting. So it was pretty much a lot of back and forth, you know, before getting to a product that I was really happy with, and it wasn't just me; like the whole team, you know, was happy with.
Yeah, for sure. The name is, well, the subtitle is The Last Pantheon.
That's right.
So, I mean, just by looking at this, I can tell you're dealing with several different pantheons already. How many get mixed up in this?
So you'll see at least 4 different pantheons in this story. Chinese pantheon, you'll see Egyptian pantheon, the Aesir, Asgardians, and Olympians, and you'll see some characters that you'll pinpoint, that you'll recognize, and they've come together for the purpose of survival because they're being hunted. And then the protagonist finds herself in the middle of their struggles as she is in the process of self-discovery, as she's trying to discover who she is. So it's a hero's journey. It's a story of discovery, and I think even though it's a fantastical story, you know, everybody wants to know where they fit in. Everybody wants to, you know, kind of, know what it is that, you know, that they're called to do, what they're supposed to be doing. So
Yeah.
she faces those same things. Yeah,
I mean, I think we can all agree everyone wants to see a chick losing her overalls too, right?
Hey, you know, and the overalls fit her very well. You know,
Nice.
telling you,
Overalls are hip. I don't care what anyone says.
that's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, they're great.
That's the beauty of creating a book. You know, you're like, hey, you know,
Yeah,
what
man.
would I like to see?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. Looks like you got a lot of action, a lot of excitement here,
Yeah. So
and it's
you know,
just the concept of mixing together the pantheons is intriguing to me.
well, you know, I love mythology and was always intrigued by, you know, the nature of mythology having, you know, these pantheons have a beginning, middle, and end. And, you know, part of my thought process here is, well, what if I tied the endings of these different pantheons together? And, you know, it just lent itself to what I think is a really fun story. And then there's other elements in here that I like as well. So it's set in 1942. So World War II is afoot, and she finds herself in Finland. So there's some historical things that are going on, and there's some mythological things that are going on, and just having fun with all these different things that I love. I love superheroes. I enjoy history. World War II was an amazing and horrific time, and just being able to bring some of those elements to the table, and also bringing some mythology, into it, and trying to mix some of the pantheons in ways that I haven't seen before.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think the first and probably the only place I've ever seen the pantheons mixed together is role playing games.
Well, I was a big D&D guy.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. So yeah, it's kind of cool to see this in a comic. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know if it's been done. I haven't seen it, but yeah, I love the concept.
Very cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know how it is as a someone that loves role playing. I mean, a big part of the fun is just the world building, and it's the characters. I could spend hours just looking at whether it was the deities and demigods book, or looking at different modules. So I think one of the things we're able to do here effectively was to create kind of worlds within the world. And you have these different pantheons with their own kind of feel and flavor, trying to keep them unique enough that it all doesn't feel, like it's all just the same.
Yeah, and I see you even did that with the fonts for your speech bubbles.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, that's if you're not doing the lettering yourself and you're working with a letterer, you really want someone that takes the care that you would. And the letterer Marco Della Verde, he's amazing, and he did things. First of all, he is just much better at it than I would have ever been. But he also just took such care, with the fonts and with the different voices. So even when you see the fonts, you can tell the different voices, and even with the action, with this, these characters are larger than life. So when they hit each other, or he even, the fonts for when things are getting hit, they shake and they rattle, and you just get the feeling of this is some extra powerful stuff that's going on. So every level of the production is important, and when if you're somebody like Vinny that can do it top to bottom, that's amazing. If not, if you're like me, you're more one-dimensional, and you got to work with other folks. It's just getting folks involved with you that catch the vision and really want to, bring their A game to it.
Yeah,
right.
I'm so jealous of those people who are like one-man bands who make every single part of the book themselves. Like they're cheating. They are like
they're what?
You cheaters, talented cheaters.
Trust me,
there's more work. It's more work. It's just you don't have to pay as much out front, but it's more work.
Yeah, there's a lot of stress, guys. A whole fuck ton of stress. I'd say even more, because if there is one element that's fucked up, you're gonna hear about it to the end of time.
That's true.
You know what I mean? But no, I've been involved in other projects as well, and I think that creative process, bouncing back and forth with writers and other people. I've had only a handful of collaborations over the years doing different stuff, but when you are working with other people to do colors or inks or something else, there's a lot of rewarding stuff coming out of that. I mean, and those pieces and these pages, they're going to be very unique, top to bottom. And I think these books look fantastic.
Thanks,
Definitely.
Vinny. Appreciate that, brother.
Pale Rider has a very important question. Does she wear edibles?
Not all the time.
So that's a yes. Phil's in the house. What's up, man? Yeah, just got Lost Pages a bit ago. I'm going to be reading that this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Pale Rider says art looks
Lost
good.
Pages
On a
is fun,
serious
man.
note, hold on. Pale Rider's being serious for 1 second.
Ooh.
Says the art looks good. On a serious note, probably the only serious more tonight. So
Thanks,
I think
Pale Rider.
he's already
Appreciate
drinking. Yeah, Pale Rider's also a D&D guy.
Nice.
He's just amazed that you mentioned deities and demigods.
Man, you could spend hours just going through that.
Oh yeah, these source books were just
Oh
the,
my
the
goodness.
bomb. The bomb.
Yeah. And then there was like other source books that would come out, like Grimoire and other books. And man,
Yeah, if it wasn't for games like D&D, I don't think I would honestly be half as creative as I am today.
I mean,
Really?
role playing is awesome. You know,
Yeah,
for that.
fuels the imagination.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good thing.
Oh yeah, Frog G says back today and find out.
Frog G.
Is it revealed that if she does or does not wear edibles in the book?
You know, that's a part that that's in between panels. I'll leave that to your own imagination.
Well, Pale Rider also has some advice for you, Benny. There you go.
What's that? Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's how we beat the Chinese last time. That is.
Was it? Oh shit.
So yeah, check out Magna the Last Pantheon Volume 1 today. The links for all of these books are in the description below, and I'm sure we got some awesome mods that we'll be posting to the chat. Frog G, of course. Mike, you are. Oh, we only got. Is this your last 8 days, John?
That's my last 8 days. So,
Hey.
Appreciate, first of all, I appreciate everyone that has backed and anyone that's thinking about it. Would love to have you on board. 75 pages. The production is complete. So, I think you'll get good bang for your buck.
That's already a thick book, isn't it? 75 pages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so get on this immediately.
It's huge.
Now, speaking of campaigns that are ending, Mike, the gods fear me. You are going to be closing this down very shortly, correct?
Yeah, that'll be this Sunday night.
Oh wow.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think you got just a bit of lag going.
Oh, hey, Mike.
No.
Mike, you could try just popping out and popping back in. Sometimes that solves that, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, the Gods Fear Me is going to be wrapping up on Sunday. So if you haven't checked this out yet, please do so. Mike's, he's one of Comicsgate's finest for sure. Dude's been around forever. He's been putting books out often and with quality, and he's also been helping out other people to the best of his ability. This is definitely a dude we can get behind. It's a book we can get behind. He's got an alternate cover here from Preston Acevedo.
Beautiful.
Yeah, man.
That's nice.
Killer.
That is nice.
Are you
Hey,
back,
can
Mike?
you guys hear me now?
Yes. The Gods
sir.
Fear
All
You.
right. Okay. So hi, how's it going?
Very well.
This whole time I've been saying shit, and I just nobody's been saying anything. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm just not really okay, whatever. But, okay.
I heard a word here and a word there. Every once in a while, almost a full sentence.
Mm-hmm.
But it was all right. Real quick,
Okay.
Pale Rider says where to follow John. He's on Twitter at John. What is your ad? Is it at John Beyond?
From Beyond.
Beyond Time Inc. Beyond Time Inc.
But wait a minute. This is Pale Rider we're talking about. He wants your home address.
He might follow you down the street.
He's like, I'm here somewhere. He's like, give me the house number.
Like, actually, I'm looking at you through the window.
Excellent.
No surprise there. But yeah, Mike, give us the rundown on the Gods Fear Me one more time. Let people know what this book's about, and is this going to be a continuing series or is this self-contained?
You got it, man. And so it's the first of 3 planned installments. We're going to be launching book 2 probably around September or October this year, and then book 3 should follow September or October of 2022. The Gods Fear Me takes place about 200 years after the fall of man, and we follow the one-armed android Kedzi as she tracks down the Puppet King, who is one of the ancient alien gods in question that took down humanity 2 years ago. They squared off against each other, and he bested her in combat and costed her one of her arms. So while on her quest for vengeance, she comes across Brian, the last boy on Earth, and he also happens to be the potential savior for what little remains of mankind. They journey together on a quest to unravel an ancient mystery tied to the remnants of humanity. The book is 32 pages, featuring art by Christian Rossi and full colors by me. The base perk comes in at $15. We've got lots of perks to choose from, and we've got just over 2.5 days now to cross 15K, less than 290 to go, and we'd love to get there. So back it if you haven't already.
Hell yeah. Nice professional pitch. And you got a fair amount of sketch cards on this campaign as well.
Yeah, they stretch really good. Wait, what?
Has anyone ever considered stretchable sketch cards?
Yeah, didn't someone do that? Like, wasn't there like rubber cards or something? Am I thinking of like some weird '80s trading card set? Anyway,
I don't know. All I know is Commie Mark is not writing that one down.
Yeah.
So we know it's not going to work.
He's like, that can stay on the cutting room floor.
Yeah. One thing I've learned tonight is that edibles seem to be in demand, so maybe do an edible trading card or something.
Okay.
Just be careful with that. You can't exactly ship those.
Yeah, that's true.
And that also begs the question: would you need some kind of license to sell food?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, like, could you do the whole Bazooka Joe thing? Like, do little comic strips and, have them wrap up gum or something? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I got an idea. You could get another piece of paper, wrap it in another wrapper, and then just do not chew or swallow.
Never say don't swallow, Vinny.
Well, never mind. I'm not going to go there.
Depends on the circumstances.
He's setting me up for to get in trouble, and I'm not going there. I'm not taking the bait this time, Red.
This time it only took you like 2 years.
I know.
But at least you got there. That's the important part.
Yay!
Okay, and Pale Rider would also like to know if Ketsi wears edibles.
Happiness.
Kedzi actually usually spends a lot of time in the book not wearing anything. She doesn't have time for edibles.
Oh, well, there you go. She's kind of like a real doll, right?
Yeah, she's like a real doll with a big-ass sword that can kill stuff.
No time for edibles, but seems to be time for tentacles.
Yeah, exactly.
He said tentacles, everybody. Tentacles.
Tentacles.
Are they edible tentacles?
Good question.
Mm-hmm.
Edible gummy tentacles. All right, so yeah, we want to hit that 15K stretch goal in 2 days.
Yeah.
Do it.
Unlock square binding, so we'd love to get there before we close out.
Hell yeah, make it happen, people.
It's real close, isn't it? Isn't it? How close is it?
It's like $290. Like, we don't have much to go.
No, not much at all. That's very doable.
Oh, you're definitely going to get there.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I don't know what else I'm going to be doing between Saturday and Sunday, but I'm going to be promoting hard before we close up.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Mike's got 5 campaigns already. I didn't even realize you were at 5.
Yeah, it's weird. It counts that very first Samurai and Dinosaurs that didn't end up funding, so it's technically 4, but still.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Samurai, the Samurai Leftovers campaign, Gods Fear Me, and then Deep Well, which will probably be closing that one up like the start of March.
Okay, so yeah, you want to jump on these guys. Go ahead, Mark.
We've just glossed over a thing there that I think is really important that we talk about. So the first Samurai and Dinosaurs didn't fund in it, but it's gone away and done more stuff and come back, and it's on 5th campaign now. Some people would say, you know what, this was too hard. People didn't help me enough. Like, boo hoo hoo. EVS hurt my feelings or whatever. But you picked up your balls and you come back in it, and done more. And that should be inspirational to people who miss out on their campaign targets or whatever.
Absolutely. Amen and A women.
You, man.
Oh yeah,
Oh, snap.
A women. Yeah, absolutely.
and A children. Yeah. Did
Yeah.
we leave anyone out?
AA, gender queer, whatever.
Yeah, and like I always whenever like talking about that stuff comes up, I always make it a point to say like, whenever people like rag on, Ethan for not promoting them or whatever, that first Samurai campaign was promoted by Ethan and it got us numbers, but even still it just goes to show you like if there's something that's off about your campaign or you're not communicating it properly, like it doesn't matter how much help you're going to get or from who, like you ultimately got to like put in the work and make the campaign appealing to as wide an audience as possible.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I can say the same thing. I had my first campaign. Then, well, the goal failed. I mean, because there's no way I was going to be reaching it, but I fulfilled everybody anyway. Second one, again, another mediocre one, but I stuck at it. I didn't care who was going to promote me or not promote me. If someone did, great. If they didn't, no big deal. It's the thing is putting in the work, being there for other people, and yeah, man, we're going to keep snowballing this into a great thing.
Yeah, man. I'm my wife and I, Chibi Comics, we're in this for the long haul. We definitely want to keep growing the company and make it a sustainable business venture. And we're doing 2 to 3 books a year now, and I'd love to be at the point where we're doing like 4 to 5 within the next 3 to 4 years. So we're here to stay, and whatever it takes, we're going to keep building the audience.
That's
Well,
right.
you're well on your way. You're nearly there, man. It's like I always look at backers kind of, that's what it comes down to actually, the people that are, it's like you got 361 backers, man. That's huge,
Yeah.
and it's like, I figure anyone that can get around or near that 500 number,
Right.
you've got a sustainable business at that point. If you got 500 folks, and believe me, I'm saying that knowing I'm really far from that number, but you've been in the game. And like Vinny, you guys have all been in the game. And same with Kami Mark. It's like you got to get in the game and you got to just continue to build and just, and let people see like you guys have that you're reliable, that you may. And the funny thing is you think that people know about your other works, but it's funny. Like I had backed, it's weird. I backed Deepwell, but then I wasn't aware of the gods fear me, so it's just like sometimes you just kind of back in and you're like, oh, okay, cool. Just staying out in front and getting yourself out there. You figure it wouldn't be hard for me to figure it out, but I'm not always the sharpest tool in the shed.
Absolutely, man. We closed down the Gods Fear Me around the time that we were funding Deepwell with the intention of being in fulfillment around the time that Deepwell went in demand. And, we hit a production snag that cost us a few months. And so I went to Indiegogo and they were gracious enough to like let us open the campaign back up. And as soon as I did that, from the momentum we had going with Deepwell, like we had like 15 or 20 more backers come to Gods Fear Me because they didn't even know that it was a thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And again, every campaign's different. People have come across mine as well, and if they saw one of them, they backed it, and then like months later, they go, "Oh my god, I didn't even know about that other one."
Right.
Right. We don't know. It depends how the retweets are working. What communities are actually seeing it, or where it's getting circulated. Yeah, it all depends.
Vinny, your last book ended with an advert for this current book as well, didn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a sweet little touch, things like that, innit?
Thanks, man. Yeah. You got to learn from every campaign, play around, see what you could do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's a smart thing to experiment.
Okay, I'm writing that one down, Mark. And Vinny.
I think he copied that off me.
Okay, well.
Who copied what?
I'm copying somebody. Whoever I'm copying.
Oh, you had done the same thing, Mark?
Oh, I copied it out of the Golden Age comics. Like that's a thing that they did as well.
Gotcha. Well, I figured I got a company called Mellow Art World. I'm going to advertise my other books, and I have.
Oh, look at this! I'll show you something. This is unprecedented in Comicsgate books. That my book contains an advert to my YouTube channel and my show, which is on Fridays every Friday at 10 p.m. GMT, 5 p.m. EST.
That's a pretty good idea.
Why has no one done that before? Don't know. Do
Yeah,
it.
I don't know. I put all my tags and stuff in my book, so but I didn't do the prime time and all that stuff. That's pretty cool.
Hmm.
Liam would like everyone to discuss how great he is.
He glows orange anywhere he is, if it's day or it's night. That's pretty great.
Those koala
That is
pins
pretty
are
good.
off the chain, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting mine. But he's also a very talented writer. Gotta give it to him. Xenotype looks beautiful, and we all want that book. It's on the way. Give it to us now.
Now. Right now.
Oh, he sent you some money.
He did. Pale Rider says, Liam, you are greatly, portly, lovable ginger. Thank you for the Australian dollar dues, my friend. He says, Xenotype 2 coming soon.
Nice.
If he sends you $2 Australian, that means you owe him an American dollar. Like, because it's worth so little.
Is that how that works?
That's how the whole Australian economy stays afloat.
Shit. So YouTube's actually going to send me a bill because of that.
Oh yeah, they are.
Son of
They're getting theirs.
Oh, they always get theirs. And speaking of getting theirs, you also have Deep Well available.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, like I said, we're probably going to be closing Deepwell down around the start of March because, end of February, beginning of March, we're going to be doing fulfillment on God's Fear Me. And around the end of March, we're going to be launching the Red Key with Stefani Renee. So we're kind of clearing the deck and getting all the books out there and getting ready for all of our 2021 releases.
Beautiful, man. That's going to be great.
Cool, man. And the Red Key is first on the list, correct?
Yeah. I'm actually right now doing some character design work for Stefani.
Nice.
Excellent. Yeah, that's going to be pretty epic.
Yeah, man, I can't wait for this one. Again, like I think I was saying on your show last night, Vinny, I'm not trying to jinx what we're building, but I think people are really gonna dig what we got cooking with the Red Key.
I think so too, man. Like I said, you're a fantastic creator. People
Thanks,
are going to
man.
get on board and all this stuff. Again, we're going to keep going in the right direction because we keep it positive, and that's it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, Liam says Deepwell has not had sufficient promotion. He didn't know about it.
Well, then I'm just gonna have to spend the next month or two promoting it as hard as I can.
That's right.
That's right. Absolutely. Yeah, man. I mean, I've known about it obviously because you've been here many times, and
Yes, absolutely.
yeah, fairly active on Twitter as well. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, you never know, like which corners your books are getting to, your promos are getting to, because it all kind of depends. I would greatly encourage people to follow folks on Twitter like Tampa and Frog G.
Oh man.
Hit me with some other names here. Some of these awesome promoters that are always out there.
Chris, Kino Subway.
Yeah, man, definitely. Yeah, just branch out there, follow some people that you might not be following. But yeah, those three for sure are great. They're at it every day, always helping people out.
Yeah.
And very much appreciated.
No, they're amazing.
Yeah, and Chris is an incredible backer. Like, if you've got a drawn in tier or get killed in my book tier, like he will jump on that.
Oh, for sure. Liam wants to see the trailer. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring this down and bring it back up, play the trailer. And while the trailer's going, I'm actually going to go fetch a drink. But this is only a minute long. So if I'm not here when it ends, just start talking.
Okay.
Man, I got a siren going on. Sorry about that.
They're coming for you, bro.
Always.
So yeah, if we're still waiting on Red to get back, I can just run through the pitch real quick. That'll kill a few seconds. Deepwell is a hyper-violent action-adventure story focusing on the Grey Devil, a mysterious vigilante who's out for vengeance against the Block family, a ruthless gang of criminals and killers who run the town of Deepwell with an iron grip. This is a book for readers who want a little grit mixed in with their optimism, and it's for adults only, as it's filled with tons of mature content. Despite all the darkness, there is a redeeming story at its core, but like Frank Miller often says about his work, we're just a little harsh about getting there. Deepwell is drawn by Rafael Dantas, once again featuring full colors by me. Best perk for your investment is the swag bag, which gets you a set of trading cards, a map of Deepwell, hand drawn by Rafael Dantas, pinups by John Malin and Vidine Tardamella here. And we'd love to have everyone who's into books filled with sex, violence, and over-the-top action come along with us for the ride.
Hell yeah. Good job. Good job.
That works. That works.
Liam would like to know if the wanted poster is going to be an add-on or a pinup.
The wanted poster was an exclusive for people who signed up to the mailing list before we launched.
Gotcha. So your ass out on that one.
Yeah, but yeah, talk to me, Liam. I'll try to hook you up with one.
Oh shit! More of these backroom deals. Are you trying to get on Liam's payroll?
Shh.
Yeah, man. Depot looks like good stuff. I don't think we got enough westerns. We do have a fair amount though, compared to when CG first kind of started to get into full swing. But I think
absolutely.
The Western genre could definitely be expanded on. This is one of those genres that I would kind of like to see merge into other genres as well, like maybe Western horror or even Western sci-fi.
Yeah, we ride the line, we're kind of in that Jonah Hex territory where it's not like superhero or vigilante-ish 100%, but it also isn't a Western 100%. And plus adding in the high stakes family drama, it takes on this like Shakespearean quality to it, or like, something like, George Martin would produce. But yeah, like I love Westerns, and this is kind of like what we're building with the Red Key. Deepwell is one of those projects where it's like, this is everything that I have to say about the genre, like kind of rolled into one.
Yeah, and one thing that I like that you're doing on these campaigns, Mike, is adding a novella, like just some reading material to go along with the book.
Yeah.
That's a really good concept.
Thanks. Yeah, so I'm putting I'm actually doing a revision on the novella for The Gods Fear Me before I get that printed up from our local printer. Like we go, through a main printer for the book itself, but all the swag stuff, including the mini comics or novellas, we print up locally here in town. And I'm putting like the finishing touches on a revision for that one. And yeah, like I've really come to enjoy that process. And again, it's that thing, like it's just lore for people who are into like world building,
Yeah, definitely, and I think that's cool because that's something we were kind of talking about with the D&D source books earlier. Like that,
right.
I love that stuff. I love to read about lore and things that you don't get your hands on. That's kind of one reason why I threw the visual companion into Sunsworn, just to add a little flavor to it, a little familiarization that you might not get just reading through it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's cool to always have those extra touches, that extra fluff,
Yeah, that was one of the things I was saying that, obviously I know now nobody could hear me. Like one of my favorite source books was the Book of Nod from World of Darkness, just because it had all those like black and white mid-90s Tim Bradstreet illustrations in there.
Oh yeah, these things were killer, man, and they were iconic for that, at least that edition.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man, the artwork in that was solid. I loved it, and not even all of the art in that some of it didn't even look finished, but it just fit.
Yeah, and it had that like textured black and silver cover. I loved that thing.
Yeah, man. So yeah, hop on Deepwell if you have not done so already. I know at least one person here hasn't. Liam. Yeah, check it out. Yeah, you don't want to miss these either. That's definitely a plus.
Yeah, don't miss those. Yeah, if so over the next 2 months before we shut down, if we hit 14K, which we're not that far away from either. I think we're like at 1,500 to go yet. At 14K, Peter Gilmore is going to be doing a 4-page epilogue story starring Myra Block here, she's the eldest daughter of the Block family, and she's also the femme fatale of the book. Like I always say, she's more thorn than rose.
Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, Liam, I was just fucking with you, man. But yeah, seriously, pick it up. You want to know how long you're going to keep this open, Mike? About 2 months?
Yeah, like probably like the first or second week of March.
Okay. So yeah, it'll be on the table for a minute yet. But yeah, man, this is an awesome looking campaign. I can't wait to check it out. And yeah, just keep following Mike. Like if you're not following Mike anywhere, or if you've never spoken to him, you should, because seriously, Mike's one of the good guys.
Well, thank you, man.
Sure.
Sweet. But don't follow him into like the supermarket and stuff. Let him shop. Let him do what he's got to do.
Yeah, not like a pale rider type of follow. Like the social media. Let's stick to social media.
Right.
Yeah, like if you see me at a public bathroom, leave me alone.
Yeah. Don't put your hand out for a handshake.
Unless you run out of toilet paper.
Exactly. Then I'll be grateful.
It's like, oh, I just happen to have an extra roll right here.
Always. So yeah, check out Deep Well, The Caliber of Death. Katie, you've been awfully silent. What are you up to?
Yeah, seriously, what's up with that? Come on.
Well, like usually, I'm kind of following Vinny's example. Working all day, every day.
Nice. It's a good example.
See?
It is a good example, but
Thank
you
you,
don't want to reach Vinny's stress level though.
I already reached them, I think, last year.
Oh shit! Never mind.
That was the time where I wasn't even a part of the comics yet, so it's good. It's good. I already got used to it.
Well, okay, but we're gonna make you talk because you got to talk about Bonds a little bit.
Well, what about Bonds? Well, it's a werewolf comic, not your typical werewolf comic where you see scary werewolves, but rather people turning into full-grown wolves. Living their lives just like we do. And what to say about it? It's a unique story. It's a story that you haven't read yet, either on Comicsgate or anywhere. I think this kind of comic hasn't been done yet. That's just my humble opinion. And when it comes to campaign itself, like right now you can see the mailing list page.
Mm-hmm.
But since we're launching by the end of January, I have to say that the campaign itself, basically it's done. It's prepared. It's like all we need to do is put it on the page and we're ready to go because we already set some stretch goals. We set some perks. I did some traditional art to it, like traditional posters, traditional sketch cards. I don't know. Name it. We have it.
Do you have any of that within arm's reach that you'd like to show off?
Let me check. Because last time I was checking, yeah, I like today I brought tons of paper. But yeah, I do something. I do have something over here. For example, I have this test of new markers.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
That's beautiful.
That is just amazing.
I mean, I have to say, like Santa Claus brought me new markers, so I had to test them out. But yeah, what I'm offering to people is something like this.
Yeah, that is powerful.
Beautiful.
That is just a great piece. Yeah,
Yes.
I love the motion, the movement. Your contrast is beautiful too with everything. Look at that.
That's amazing.
Excellent.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
These are all things you can look forward to on the campaign.
Yeah.
And just so you know, maybe you noticed that I started posting some pencil sketches and some thumbnails. So yeah, even though we haven't launched campaign 1 yet. I'm already working on book number 2, so just so you know, like that's why I've been so silent, because yeah, I'm working all day every day, and besides being part of my own project, I'm also involved in some other projects. For example, with Red. Red already mentioned it in the very beginning that I took part on Sandstorm comic as well, like a side story. Also doing, I don't know, I'm always busy.
Yeah. It's called slave labor. He took the he
Yes.
took the shackles off for a minute so I could set up my campaign, but now I'm locked up again.
But yeah, I mean, I've been using the pronoun we, because as you can already see due my name, I'm Slavic Carla, and in our country, in Slovakia, well, Indiegogo is a no-no for our country, so that's why again and again and again I need to thank Red for being my manager, and helping me with this. So
Nah, only once. Only once.
thanks. So
No,
yeah.
it's all good. I mean, like honestly, I can't really, in good conscience, like see a talent like you and just let you stew over there in Slovakia. We got to get you on Indiegogo where you belong.
That's right.
Seriously, she's
That's
amazing.
what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah! So if you haven't signed up for the mailing list for Bonds yet, I would encourage you to do so. In fact, I'm telling you to do so right now. As a member of the Gays Cult, you need to get down there to that link and sign up.
Yeah, and just so you know, everybody who gets on the mailing list gets a special prize to their when you back the campaign, you get extra. Everybody gets extra. So
Yeah, and just so you know, when Katie says extra or special prize, it's like ridiculous. Whatever she's coming up with is ridiculous. So just look forward to something special if you get on that mailing list and back. But yeah, I guess we can play the trailer on that as well, right before we talk about Shadow of the Kraken. Who just oohed? Who was that? Was that you, Vinny?
What?
Did you just ooh?
It's a good book.
It is a good book.
That's awesome, Katie.
yep, and just so you know, it's 72 pages of a clear, like pure story, and I can already say probably that book number 2 is going to be somewhere similar, 78. I'm somewhere about 78 by now. So we're probably gonna keep that standard. And there you have it.
Hell yeah. This thing looks beautiful. I can't
Yeah.
wait to get it too. Again, amazing work. Great number of pages in this. If you don't sign up today, you're just going to be slapping yourself in the face later. I'm just saying it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry, I didn't realize my mic was muted.
He's doing this, everybody. He's
Sitting here
doing this.
yapping like an idiot. Yeah, I'm a little new, But sent Liam the link because he requested to come in for a minute, and I'm sure he has some wonderful things to say to Katie. So have at it, Orange Koala.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome, everyone that is here. I'm glad to be here. I was just, again, gawking at Katie's amazing artwork on Bonds. A fantastic story about loyalty, friendship, and rising to the challenge. If you have not seen this book yet, go check it out. You can read free samples of it over somewhere where I'm sure Katie's going to tell you. You're going to get to see how amazing this product is. She is a once in a generation talent, and she's only going to get better. We've got to support Katie and Bonds. We have to do it. And of course, same thing for Vinny. This is a once in a lifetime book. I want to thank everyone for having me on. You guys stay awesome, and I will see you next time.
Thanks, Liam.
That was fantastic.
Quickie.
All right, Liam.
I love when he does the carnival kind of shtick. It works. It's great. He gets that energy up. It's beautiful, man.
Yeah, it's like a quickie.
Well, yeah, you can read it on Webtoons. That's true, but it's getting refurbished. So united, let's say it that way. So that's
Remastered is the term that
yes.
we use.
Thank you.
Mastery. I like that. It's good.
Remastered. And now we got some Shadow of the Kraken. Vinny, do you want me to play the trailer before or after?
You can play it before.
All right, no problem. We shall do that.
Sounds good. Heck
yes. Anyone else ever experienced this? Sometimes when I go to play a YouTube video, it has the volume set from a previous time,
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I turn the volume way down. And other times when I click on a YouTube video, it will have the volume all the way up. And sometimes it'll be muted. It's a little strange.
It's China.
Sorry, just a quick observation there. Here's Shadow of the Kraken.
Very cool.
Woo, fantastic trailer. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Shadow of the Kraken is about a teenager named Felix who... Oh, wait, wrong project.
Come on, Vinny.
I was gonna do Xenotype, my bad.
Right out of the gate, Cal Ryder wants to know, how long do we have to get that skull cover?
You got 2 days left. If you want it by itself, I think I'm gonna end up extending at least the option that you get both covers. I think that's the only tier I'll leave up with it, for the simple fact that a few people have been messaging me already because of what's been going on in the world, and money's been a little tight, but they really, really want it. So I might keep it at least for until we go in demand. But if you want it by itself, I am taking that away on Sunday. So that's going to be your last day to get it. Again, I'm trying to be as fair as I can, but it's supposed to be an extra special cover, and it's going to stay that way. Yeah, I hope that answers your question, buddy. But
real quick, Pale Rider. Yes, I've made very clear time and again, for what 2 years now. I'm retarded. Okay, so you're just going to have to get with the program and understand. I have some mild retardation. Just give me a break. Okay.
No, you're a
Mild.
superhero.
Thank you. Mild. Yeah. Come on.
You always play handyman. I mean, everyone knows you're super.
Vinny, you know what? Maybe I haven't told you this recently, but someone needs to.
There's a new sheriff in town, and this is his badge.
Exactly.
It's there. It's there.
Uh-oh.
What's there? Oh, there it is.
Mm.
The sheriff.
The sheriff. All right, tell us about this gorgeous book, Vinny.
Yes, from the depths we rise. Shout out the Kraken. This is my pirate story. It's one I've been wanting to do for a long time. A traditional pirate story. It's pretty much what you're going to be getting out of this. There's going to be elements where we go into other places, but those are the surprises I'm going to be giving later in the story. Yeah, this is pretty much like we're looking at these characters from a different point of view too, right? I want to explore like the darkness of a hero, right? Or how far is too far? Could you get back into the light? Where's that gray line? You're gonna see that with this character and kind of the other characters in the story as well. Nothing's ever super clear and cut dry. This is gonna be a story that you're gonna have a lot of ups and downs with it. The main character, his name is Nathaniel James Callan. He was part of the Royal Navy. He defects. You find out why he turns to piracy, along with Anne Galloway. It's the other chick with kind of like the bandana on. They're kind of partners throughout the story, and you see what kind of brought them together as well. It is a hunt for treasure and power in this particular story. But again, there's a lot of other elements. I have a little bit of like a Robin Hood aspect on one part of the story, but it's not what you think it might be. But again, just to kind of show that there's some good in these characters. But we're going to go into very, very dark places too, because again, pirates weren't the most nice people. They're going to be raiding, other ships, attacking, getting their goods, trading
Stabbing
them,
people in the armpit.
stabbing people in very violent ways.
Getting the booty.
Getting the booty. But they're pursued by a very, very evil and nasty individual, which you're going to find out more about that character towards the end of the book and into the next ones. But again, like I want to get proper motivation for like the villains. I didn't want just your kind of nefarious bad guy, cookie cutter. He also has a lot of depth. You're going to see a lot of kind of what motivates these characters and what each of them are actually kind of looking for and where they're going to end up. You want a good story arc for each character.
Yeah, I mean, here's where you really want to end up, right here.
Yeah, the backstory. Right
there.
Yeah. The backstory it has a nice curve to it.
Now, Vinny, I have a question for you that you're probably not going to want to answer, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Who is this chick? She's just kind of floating there, and I don't see a whole lot of her around anywhere else.
That woman, she gets her head surgically attached to the hero, innit? That's what's going on there.
Oh, is that what happened? Okay.
Thanks for clearing that up, Carla.
Carla cleared that up just fine.
I think she's edible at some point.
She's edible. That's another good one.
Aren't all women?
I don't know. I was about to say, but now I'd rather hear your guesses. They've been fantastic.
I don't know. I think you should go with the conjoined twins / edible. Both sound, just riveting.
That's how he gets her off, innit? He has to eat her head off of his neck.
Where is this going? No, that's actually the sister of the other character there. So, but yeah, again, you're gonna find out more about all these people and stuff in the actual story. Lots of cool twists and turns that are gonna happen in here. Right from the beginning, I have a holy shit moment. So I want the reader to be pulled in and invested into this book like right off the bat with some craziness. Where it ends and where it goes is also going to open up to some really cool fucking stuff. We do have other characters on here too. Most of the crew from the actual Kraken, they're made up of other defectors from the Royal Crown and freed slaves. It's stuff that actually happened back then. So I wanted to put some of that stuff into this story to show just a little bit of like historical accuracy on some regard. Um, but yeah, there's going to be a lot we're playing with in this, a lot to chew on. I want to keep a lot of things mysterious as well, because I mean, obviously, like with a pirate story, you know you're going to get these beautiful locations. You're going to get great fight sequences. Brutality is definitely going to be there. It's one thing I always see that's missing in a lot of cool pirate stories. If you see them in film or TV or whatever. Black Sails, I guess, would be the closest that actually had some of that cool stuff.
Yeah, Black Sails.
Yeah, man. But like Disney dropped the ball all around. They made them all too wimpy and nice.
I think they went more for swashbucklers than pirates.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like again, you could appreciate for what they did, fine. But for a comic book, I want to be able to get very cinematic with this and get real brutal because we could do it.
Yeah, as you can see, there's blood everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be a fun ride. But like again, all the work that I'm doing, I'm making sure that these painted pages are just amazing. Cover quality on every page because I think that's what fans deserve, especially with what I've been putting out. I keep wanting to raise the bar with myself and all my projects because I only compare my work to the previous works that I've done. I think that's the best way to keep growing as an artist too. But yeah, man, I want people to be very, very immersed in the story. Again, because we're going there. We're going to these really cool places, and I want everyone to be like, holy shit, this is amazing. I want them to keep flipping through the books again. I've had a lot of people contact me from like Through the Woods and City of Venus that they keep reading it over and over. They keep finding cool stuff. And this book is going to be peppered with a lot of awesome stuff. Those little details are everywhere.
Yeah, man, I can't wait for it. And I mean, especially like when you got bitchin' art, that alone will drive people to go back and flip through.
Mm-hmm.
And while they're flipping through, they'll just get back to reading.
That's right.
And I know that's happened to me several times. So yeah, man, definitely check this out. Get on board with it. I want to keep this thing soaring. You got until, did you say Sunday? You're going to cut off the
Sunday
special edition cover?
Yeah, the special covers are going to get cut off. Again, it's if you want it by itself, that's going to be the only way to get it. I'm bending my rule just a bit, but like I said, it's probably until demand. But yeah, Sunday that is the cutoff for the skull cover, which again that plays a very good and important role in the story itself. It does make an appearance in this particular story. There's some crucial stuff with it, but you're going to find out a lot more about it in upcoming issues as well. Because there's going to be a whole lot of questions as soon as people start to see it, and I'm looking forward to the speculations of where the story is going to go. Because I told a few people very big chunks of this story, and they all put something in their head going, oh wait, all right, I think I know where it's going, and they were all wrong. But when I finally did tell like one or two of them, they were like, holy shit, wow, okay, all right, that is cool, and that's what I want. I want people to be very entertained and eager to come back for more. Definitely.
Well, Pale Rider says, y'all inspire me to sober up more than just for morning coffee and paint more. Well, you should definitely paint more, man. But you actually, Pale Rider has the exact opposite effect on me. He usually inspires me to drink more. Not because of his personality, but just because he's a fun guy, and I know he's drinking, and I don't feel like drinking enough. So, yeah, we inspire each other, and that's the whole point.
That's right.
So yeah, man, check out Shadow of the Kraken. Back it if you have not backed it yet. Yeah, this is going to be a killer book. So this is definitely not one that you want to miss. And with all these campaigns, all the links are in the description below. Share these around, get the word out, because as Liam pointed out earlier, you just don't always see everything. So make sure people do. And if you would be so kind, please sign up for the Sunsworn Wings of Vengeance mailing list, just launched today. The campaign itself will probably be another 2 months or so before that launches. But what do we have here, Vinny?
I was sketching out a piece while we were on stream here. So I thought maybe you guys would like to take a quick look at it.
Oh, yeah, that's sexy.
Very nice.
Awesome, man.
Just some cool stuff. Just a little bit of a teaser here and there.
We got more blood going. I'm loving the blood.
Of course.
I want more.
But again, just a taste, just a tip.
Just the tip. Yeah. Well, thanks everybody for coming. Everybody in the chat, you guys are awesome. Great seeing you all. Everybody on the panel, thanks. Glad to have you guys. You're always welcome in the gays community. Appreciate seeing you.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, check out these projects. All the links are in the description. And we will catch you on the next one.
Thanks, Red. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Red.
Pleasure.
Later, everybody.
Gay.
Gay.